For my class analysis, I'll be doing the missing link. So first is our protagonist, Sir Lionel Frost, an eccentric playboy with a family inheritance. He's rather selfish and arrogant and thinks only about himself, and is rather dependent on others to do the heavy lifting. His main goal is to join a monster hunter club, but his secondary goal is to help Susan or Mr. Link rejoin his kind in the Himalayas. Basically, how I see it, Sir Lionel Frost believes himself to be self-defined, but in reality, he's letting what others say of him shape himself in order to prove them wrong. Next up, we have Susan, or Mr. Link, the Sasquatch. Susan is the last of his kind in this forest. He has never properly interacted with humans, therefore puts all his faith and trust into the hands of Sir Lionel Frost, and is treated rather poorly. His main goal is to join his cousins, the Yetis, in the mountains, so he's no longer lonely. That's the whole reason why he contacted Sir Lionel Frost to begin with. Susan could be considered as someone who is shaped by the world. His kind was hunted to the point where he's the last remaining of his kind within the area. And then we have Adelina Fortnite, a widower who is married to Lionel's friends. It's been established multiple times that her and Lionel had a past relationship. Throughout the film, Lionel continuously tries to make advances. However, they do not get together at the end. Towards the end of the film, she tells Susan and Lionel that she'll go on her own adventure. Just like most of LAIKA's women, she is most definitely independent and definitely capable of caring for herself. Unlike the others, she didn't particularly seem to have a main goal until the end of the story. And then we have Lord Pigot Dunsby, the main antagonist of the story. He's old, he's white, he's British, and this is like set in olden times, so I think you'd be able to assume what kind of character he is based on these quotes. We butchered the ungodly and brought good British table manners to the savages the world over. I say we're descended from great men, not great apes. And if that doesn't help, then how about this last one? These are dark days, Koluk. Electricity, suffrage, evolution. We are on the brink of a precipice. Yes, mark my words. And the ground beneath us is clawed away by these new thinkers. They'll change the world, and there'll be no room in it for the like of me. So I've got Sir Lionel Frost, our main protagonist, who wishes to prove himself to the Monster Hunter Club. He's white, he's British, he's got red knee-high boots. You have Susan, the second character of this trio. Originally called Mr. Link, midway through the movie, he finally named himself, deciding on Susan, the name of a prospector who was the first to show him kindness. Lionel asks if he's certain since it's a girl's name, but doesn't push him to change it, knowing it means something to his friend. Then there's Miss Adelina Fortnite, a strong-willed widower. Sir Lionel makes multiple advances on her, but she never accepts them, remaining single at the end of the movie. Miss Adelina is the person that often pushes Lionel, or forces him past his selfishness, and makes him see reason or to do better. Have the villain. He's got a complex, he hates changes, and he holds the idea of being able to join the Monster Hunter Club over Sir Lionel. But in reality, the other half of the plot of the movie is his efforts trying to stop Sir Lionel from proving him right. He ends up hiring people to kill Lionel and Susan, and Miss Adelina, who just so happened to be there too. The ye old British white man. Now, as for the camera angles, often during moments of strength, Susan is shot from a lower angle to emphasize his size/height difference over the others. But as for the rest of the film, they like to go with wide panning shots that often include like more than half the torso of a character. The messages of Missing Link. Missing Link producer Ariana Sutner says the message of the film was to leave people feeling very optimistic. Sutner continues, there's a place for everyone in this world, and it's a big, beautiful world where people are different and everyone will find their tribe. Now, as for the budget of this film, it had a budget of 100 million US dollars, but only made 26.6 million in return. Now, I'm kind of biased towards LAIKA, so I like this film personally. But if you want to see something even better, I'd suggest watching Kubo and the Two Strings, and watching the breakdown videos where they had huge 3D models for certain scenes. As for the marketing, they had sneakers and they sold plushes, but other than that, I'm not quite certain. But no, really, Missing Link had very little advertisement. I'd still recommend watching Missing Link, but it's considerably slower compared to the other claymations they've made so far, like Coraline and Box Trolls, especially Kubo and the Two Strings, which I highly recommend. And thanks for watching. This has been Commander Zed, and don't expect another video. Bye!